In this video, I'm going to discuss why I intentionally slow down in certain driving situations. And just to preface this video, last year I moved back to Pennsylvania, the place where I grew up. Prior to that, I was living in Colorado and a few other places over the years. And people in Pennsylvania are just like obnoxiously aggressive and impatient on the roads. Compared to almost anywhere else. The whole Northeast is kind of like this, but especially in Pennsylvania, I've noticed not only are they impatient and aggressive, but they're also really bad drivers. So, like in New York, you might get impatient and aggressive people, but they're kind of good. They have command of their vehicles on the road. In Pennsylvania, and especially around Philadelphia, it's not the case. They're just awful drivers and dumb drivers making dumb decisions. And they're really aggressive and impatient. So the main reason that I will slow down if I notice someone is coming up aggressively behind me, riding my ass, is just out of safety. Because if you're impatient like that and you're getting really close to me, it's safer for me to slow down a little bit, just to, like, there's no sense in me speeding up to accommodate your impatience. I don't care if you're late to wherever you're going. I don't care if your wife is in the passenger seat and she's going into labor. That's not my problem. My issue is driving safely on the road, maintaining my vehicle, maintaining my awareness of what's going on in front of me. So that's the first thing, is just out of pure safety. The second thing is that I'm doing it to make you mad, because you're doing this. You're riding up on my ass like that to get to me. And great, mission accomplished. I'm bothered by the fact that you're being aggressive and obnoxious behind me in your vehicle. But I'm going to return the favor, and I'm going to slow down and force you to be even more annoyed, even more bothered, even more late to wherever you are going that's so important. There's other reasons too, though. Like, there's certain types of drivers that just, like, I've noticed more on the road, are obnoxious compared to other drivers. Like, for instance, people in Mercedes or Audis tend to just, like, I don't know if they just think they're so important that they always have to be, riding up on your ass, but it just happens all day, every day. There's some douche in a Mercedes behind me that's, is really important that they, ride my ass for whatever reason. People even do this as you're approaching, like, traffic lights, like red lights. You'll be approaching a red light, slowing down, and it's like they're annoyed that you're slowing down too early for them. They want to accelerate towards this red light. And it's just ridiculous. And I'll actually come to, like, a veritable crawl in front of these people. And I'm looking back and I notice that they're, like, angry that I'm slowing down. I'm daring to slow down to a traffic light. So those are two things. Another reason is if you're a cop. If you're a cop, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to go a little under the speed limit, because I don't know if you're just looking to maybe pull me over for any reason you possibly can. If I even go 1 mile per hour above the speed limit because we're going down a hill, you might say, oh, I'm going to pull this guy over. So if you're a cop, I'm going to go slowly in front of you. You can pass me if you want. If it's really that important, you can put on your lights and I'll pull over. I'd actually rather pull over and let you pass me, but I'm not just going to do that, because that seems suspicious if I just do that just because there's a cop behind me. So cops, if you really want to get in front of me, if you're annoyed that I'm driving slowly, put on your lights and get around me, or just pass me. So those are some of the big ones. Another one is if you have a tinted windshield. I kind of just think that's stupid. I'm going to slow down in front of you if I see that you have a tinted windshield. I think it's dumb as fuck to tint windshields. And I just think, you deserve to go a little slower and have some time to think about, like, the poor choices that you make in your life. So there's a few of the reasons. Let's see, are there any others? Big pickup trucks. If you have a big Hot Wheels car, pickup truck, and you're riding up aggressive me, like, I'm just going to go slow, because I know the kind of person you are. You're one of these dudes in a big pickup truck, and you think you're the most important person on earth, and whatever you're doing, everyone else should just, like, kind of accommodate you in this world. So I'm going to go slow. I'm going to make you even more angry at the world than you already are by going slow, by daring to go slowly in front of you in my little Corolla Hybrid. Let's see. Another reason mentioning the Corolla Hybrid is that there's a little gauge on my car that says whether I'm using the electric motor or the combustion engine side of my little hybrid. And it's better for gas, and it's also kind of interesting to just kind of accelerate slowly from lights or stop signs and just kind of keep it in that electric vehicle mode for a little while. It's much better for the gas mileage, and I also have a meter that says what my average gas mileage is. I kind of play a game to keep that gas mileage as efficient as possible. So, if you're behind me while this is happening, sorry, I guess, whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to step on my gas just, to make you a few milliseconds earlier to wherever you're getting than you already would have been. And that's another thing too. It's better for the engine of vehicles to not accelerate at every chance, to kind of take it easy, to kind of ramp things up rather than just, slamming on the gas right away. I see people all day, every day. They're just like, they need to accelerate, even though they're at a stop sign and there's another one like 100 yards ahead. They will leave that stop sign and accelerate quickly just so they have to slam on their brakes to get to the next one. And that's like ridiculous behavior. It's actually not good for your mental state to be in that sort of like anxious sort of like I need to slam on the gas and then slam on the brakes constantly. So I'm actually helping these people psychologically by my behavior. Let's see, anything else? Sometimes I'm just kind of taking it easy. Sometimes I'm not in a hurry. Sometimes I'm just driving around. I don't want to be going particularly fast. Now, I don't intentionally go many miles per hour below the speed limit, but people don't want to do the speed limit. Sometimes I do want to do the speed limit. Sometimes it's 40 and I want to do 40. Maybe because I'm looking for something. Maybe because I am interested in the surroundings, especially if you're on back roads, there can be some beautiful yards to look at or some beautiful scenery. You're in the woods, kind of just admiring the trees. Sorry that you're behind me when that's happening. I don't care. It's not my concern. You should have left earlier if you didn't want to be behind someone like me. Let's see, anything else? Let's see, any other reasons that I can think? Amazon delivery drivers, and to a lesser extent UPS and FedEx, because they're annoying too. But if I see that you're an Amazon delivery driver and you're behind me, I'm not gonna speed it. Like, I'm not gonna go intentionally slow to slow you down because I know you're on like an app that times your deliveries. But if you're kind of like being aggressive and riding my ass, I'm gonna slow down a little bit, do the speed limit or a mile or two per hour below it. And that's kind of revenge, because constantly, all day, every day, Amazon delivery drivers are just rudely and obnoxiously just parking their vans wherever they feel like, even though it makes no sense. Like, there's times where there's like a stop sign and it's around like a curve where people come flying, and the Amazon delivery drivers will just park like right at the edge of that stop sign, even though that's not a safe place to do so, just because it's more convenient for them. So yeah, I kind of have a grudge against you guys, and I'm not going to speed up just because you're riding my ass. Sorry. Complain to Bezos about it, I guess. I don't know. Let's see, any other reasons? I'm sure there's a few, but I can't think of any right now, and I'm sure this video has gone on long enough, so thank you.